flooding is worse to the right of the track. The rainfall
Here we go,
and the
folks.
flooding inland is generally to the left of the track, or at least that's the
This
way
is
it's been
me.
with this storm so far.
Right
And even
there.
at 2 a.m., while it's inland, still
So
expecting
it's supposed to go
75
right
mile an hour winds.
over
Now,
our
Bill
house.
Henley has more on the flood warnings
Now, I
and
don't
on the
know
radar to see
when.
where the heaviest rain is now and where it's going.
Yeah, and it's really coming down. As you know, Glenn, we've seen some heavy rainfall so far this morning, and it continues and expected to continue through much of the day today. In fact, it won't let up until this evening for parts of the area, late this evening for portions to the south. Take a look outside. There's the radar and satellite. The satellite imagery shows the scope of this system well past us. Look, it's in the Ohio Valley, the cloud shield extending into portions of Indiana and Michigan, seeing clouds from Sandy as this storm slowly moves off to the north-northwest. There are the clouds overhead. You can see some thinning in the clouds, but there's still some very heavy rainfall, especially from Delaware to the west, and some pretty good downpours, not only in, and we now have a flash flood warning. This is the first flash flood warning. The rest of the area are flood warnings because of the rainfall that has already come down. Now, because of some especially heavy rainfall in Newcastle County, a flash flood warning is now in effect. Much of the area is going to see a lot more rainfall, so don't be surprised to see more of those storms coming up. Glenn's bringing me the latest information right now.
Detail on the warning.
On the warning. Very good. Yeah, so the Christina River at Cooch's Bridge, this is until Tuesday.
Of DC, and then up into New York, we've got 41 mile per hour gusts. We got a report of wind gusting to 51 at JFK. And when you think about people that live in high rises, as you get up to the top of a high rise, you can add 10 to 15 miles per hour to that.
You may actually be able to feel your building.
I'm sure
sway.
I'm sure it's not going to be pleasant. The winds may gust to 70 or 75, so we could be talking about 80, maybe 90 mile per hour gusts there.
51 mile an hour gust at JFK. Rightfully so. They're not going to have any air traffic in or out of there.
No, it's going to be, and in fact, the interesting thing is that LaGuardia is very vulnerable to surge, and it wasn't flooded last time in Irene, but it could be this time.
Well, the runway sits right on the water.
Exactly. That's going to be a huge worry. Here's a look at the size of the storm. You can see that huge area of wind. It would take you 2.5 hours to fly from one end of this storm to another. And here's a look at the timing. We'll time out the impact storm coming in this afternoon. We start to see those very strong winds through Connecticut, Long Island, Jersey, down into Delaware, into Maryland through this afternoon. Really coming in late this afternoon.
Here we are,
then into the evening hours, it will linger. Very, very strong wind continuing right through early tomorrow morning, especially along the 95 corridor.
Right
Very
there.
quickly want to show you the heavy rain that's been coming down here. We've gotten more than 8 inches already at Cape Hatteras, and we're looking for easily a lot more than that.
A place like Connecticut, very susceptible.
So if you don't hear from me for a couple of days,
and show you exactly what's going to happen on the Connecticut coastline.
that's why. This thing's supposed to go directly overhead, and in the long run, that might not be the worst deal, because the greatest winds will be on the north of it, and us being in the middle of it, we'll have the shortest duration of the higher wind. But it's coming. Looks like it's going to really whack Atlantic City, and it's going to because it's going just a little north of Cape May. Cape May won't be flooded, but Atlantic City might be. Who knows? But everybody's expected to lose their electricity, and we could be down for a couple of days. I have a little generator, but I hate to have to bother dealing with that, but I might, just to keep the refrigerator and the freezer going. So that's our latest update. But I thought I didn't get on quick enough for the guy for it to show the projection, and the projection goes right directly over my house.